Hi and welcome back to the Rideshare Buddy YouTube channel. My name's Kevin and I'm going to tell you today why I shall not be striking tomorrow. Now globally, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, rideshare drivers all across the world, all the major economies, are set to strike for better pay. Now my issue with this is that it's not going to force Uber or Lyft or Bolt or any other companies to increase their pay rates or the mileage rates to drivers. In fact, it could actually backfire because if you look, they may offer a way of earning more money, and that is to restrict the number of drivers on the app at any one time. Now, one of the delivery app companies does this. I don't know if it's Just Eats or Deliveroo or somebody like that, but I know one of them do. They have set shifts throughout the day and they only allow a certain number of riders in each location to log on to that shift. And if you miss getting that shift, you don't work. But it does mean that those who do log on to that shift and do reserve that shift can earn a bit more money than on other platforms. Now that may sound great, but what it means is, of course, there's no flexibility. Now I do Uber because I like flexibility. I'm willing to take a little bit of a pay cut for that. If I wanted to go for money, I would work for one of the local companies or one of the big companies like Vezu, who operate as a local taxi company with better rates, better conditions for drivers, work's no more secure. You know, if it's a quiet day, it's a quiet day. Whether you work for Uber or whether you work for Vezu or whether you work for Fred Blogs down the road. So my concern is that if they push it too far, Uber will say, okay, you don't think you made enough money. What we'll do is we'll give you the opportunity to earn more money at the same rate by reducing the number of drivers available. So you'll have to choose which shifts you want. And if you don't book that shift soon enough, then you don't get to work at all, full stop. That's what could happen. Uber will not cut their profits to give it to the drivers. No other company will cut their profits to give it to the drivers. They've got the room to increase prices slightly for passengers, but not by much. I mean, Uber sells itself on low prices. So they've got a little bit of room to increase, but not by much. And I don't think they'll pass that on to the driver anyway. What they will say is that, look, you know, we'll make sure there's only enough drivers on each shift for you to be able to cover the work, have a lot more work to do, and increase your earnings that way. So you increase your productivity, not your margins. For me, that's no good. I like the flexibility. I like to come and go whenever I want. I like the ability to be able to get up in the morning and if it's a nice sunny day outside, go fishing, go for a picnic, go with the wife round for a pub meal or something like that. I don't want to be thinking to myself, well, in 3 days' time, I'm going to make sure I book my shift ready to do in 3, 4, 5 days' time. I don't want that. If I wanted that, I'd work for Vezu. So for me, the margins are there. There's good enough profit. You've got to choose your car right. You've got to choose the work right. If you have an economical car, like I've got a hybrid. I do 60 to the gallon, 70 to the gallon. Petrol prices aren't that bad at the moment. They are edging up, but they're not too bad. So you can produce a reasonable level of profit. Of course, if you're driving a great big BMW or a great big Mercedes, only doing 20, 25, 30 miles to the gallon, you're going to lose all your profit. But that's your choice. You're self-employed, you're an independent contractor, you choose what car you drive for the margins that you're getting from Uber. And if you get that wrong, you get no profit. It's that simple. You can't expect Uber to pick up the costs and pay you more because you've gone out and bought a second-hand Mercedes 6 Series, 5 Series Mercedes that's only delivering 32 a gallon around town. That's your choice. Go for a car that will deliver you 60 miles around town and you can make a profit. That's the main reason. The other thing is, I'm independent. I like to choose what work I do. And that's what I do. I look at the Uber app. If the work's profitable, I'll take it. If it's not profitable, I won't. I don't take any work below £4.50. It's not profitable to run for £3 jobs, especially in a rush hour. In a rush hour, I only do jobs paying £10 because if it takes 15, 20 minutes to run a mile to pick up a £4 job, which is going to take you another 10, 15 minutes, you're earning £4 before expenses in 30 minutes. That means you're earning £8 an hour before expenses. You don't take the job. And Uber, or the AI now, is controlling the algorithm, will determine that if you're not taking those low-paid jobs, they won't offer it. I don't get offered jobs below $4.50 at the moment from Uber because Uber knows I don't take it. The AI and the algorithm knows I won't take it. So they don't offer it me. Now, I'm quite sure there's £2.90 jobs going out still, and people are taking those. And as long as people take the jobs, they'll keep pushing them out at that sort of rate. For me, strike is the wrong way on Valentine's Day. It's got to be more consistent. If they want fares raised, then they've got to drivers have got to stop taking the low fares. So if they say they want a minimum of £4 fixed base fee, then why take a job paying £3.50? Just don't take any jobs below £4 or £4.50, and then the algorithm decide that, hey, you're not going to do those jobs, so they won't offer you any of those jobs. And if all drivers refuse to take a job below £4, then the algorithm will decide, well, we can't let those out. We'll have to raise the prices to the passenger or raise our fee to the drivers. That's what you do. You just don't take the work that doesn't pay. Be independent, be a contractor, be a freelancer. Pick and choose what jobs you do. Don't take every job that's offered you and then complain that you're not making any money. Don't buy the most expensive car out there and complain you're not making any money. Don't buy an old banger which isn't producing that's got a high consumption and high maintenance costs, and then complain you got no money. I rent a very economical car. I've got a set budget. I make it pay. So, no, I shan't be striking. I'll be out working. Well, I may be out working. I don't know yet. If I don't work, it won't be because I'm striking. It'll be because I don't want to work. I'm not working day off today, Tuesday. I've taken the day off mainly because I'm really running up my mileage. I have 1,000 miles a week allowance on the car that I rent, and then I pay extra 20p a mile after that. I've had some good days recently where I've had a lot of miles, and I've almost done 500 miles in the last 2 days. So I'm taking it easy today. I might go tomorrow. I've got a couple of big jobs on Friday to do. But these aren't Uber jobs. I've got my own license. I've got my own operator's license. Go out and get my own work. There's other companies out there that offer work. Just make Uber pay. Just choose the jobs you want to do. You're an independent, freelance worker. If you haven't got your operator's license, go and get your operator's license. If you don't want to get your operator's license, then there's lots and lots of private eye companies out there you can go and work for who pay better than Uber, but they will put on conditions as to when you work. A lot of local companies will say you have to work either morning shift or afternoon shift. They'll say you have to do the jobs that are assigned to you, or you get put into sin bin. There's no cancellation of a job that you get given unless there's a specific reason. If they tell you you've got to run 4 miles to do a short job, then you've got to run 4 miles to do that job. But overall, over the week, it's a lot better pay than Uber. But if that's what you want, then go and work for another company. Uber is Rideshare. It was always meant to be and was always set up to be part-time, casual gig work. It's not a career. You can't make full-time wages on Uber unless you work the numbers, and you got to work numbers. And striking isn't going to do it. Right? Strike if that's what you want to do. I think it's wrong. I hope it doesn't mess Uber up. You know, this is what happened when we got workers' rights with holiday pay and sick pay. Didn't come out of Uber's pocket. All that Uber did was just change the structure of fares to drivers. So you got exactly the same money as you did before, only this time instead of just getting that one payment, you now have that one payment split into earnings and holiday pay. No better off. Uber didn't take a hit on it. So that is what would happen if the strike happens and people say we're not earning enough money. One of the biggest concerns for me is that they'll turn around and follow the route that one of these delivery apps have done and put in shift patterns that you have to apply for to restrict numbers, and then you won't be earning any money at all. So that's it. That's why I won't be striking tomorrow. I'll be out working, unless I decide to have a day off. But it certainly won't be for strike reason. So thanks for watching. I'm sure I probably upset some people saying, solidarity, man. Well, why? I'm happy with the money I'm earning. It works for me. Flexibility is great. And that's all there is to it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm quite sure I'm going to lose a few subscribers and a few unhappy people putting down in the comments, but that's the way I feel. So until next time, happy driving, take care, and make a profit.